Good afternoon. I'm Kevin.
I'm Marcus.
I'm Rachel.
Well, my clock says 10 after 2, and there's no quiz today, so let's get started. RColorBrewer is an R package that allows you to choose color schemes for figures that you construct in R. The original ColorBrewer was designed by Cynthia Brewer and Mark Harrower. It was originally designed for maps, but has transitioned to traditional data graphics. It provides color palettes based on criteria, such as how many shades of a certain color you desire, and whether your data is categorical or quantitative. This can be very useful to make your plots and graphs more informative. First, you need to install the package, which you can do using the following code. Once you've installed the RColorBrewer package, you're ready to start exploring. The display.brewer.all command allows you to see all the colors available from RColorBrewer. If you want to take a look at the names of all the colors in list form, you can use the colors command, which shows all the names of the many colors that you have at your disposal. Depending on what data you're working with, you might want one palette over another for your graph. There are 3 different kinds of palettes that are available: sequential, qualitative, and diverging. First, let's start with the sequential palette. Sequential palettes are for ordered data that progress from low to high. For example, you could use this for a dataset containing grades in a class ranging from lowest to highest. Light colors correspond to low data values, and dark colors correspond to high data values. The sequential palette names are as follows. Let's take a look at an example of the palette blues. As you can see, the blues palette contains a range of blue colors, starting with the lighter ones and ending with the darker ones. If you wanted to use this with your dataset, your data points would correspond to the following colors, and low data values would have a lighter blue color, while higher data values would have darker blues.
Qualitative Palettes uses hues to create the primary visual differences between classes. Qualitative schemes are best suited to representing nominal or categorical data. The qualitative palettes are as follows. Let's take a look at the Pastel 1 qualitative palette. We could use this palette for categorical data and represent each category with a different pastel. For example, if we had a variable for college major for a sample of students, each color could represent a different major.
The last kind of palette is a diverging palette. Diverging palettes put equal emphasis on mid-range critical values and extremes at both ends of the data range. The critical classes emphasize with light colors, and low and high extremes are emphasized with dark colors. The diverging palettes are as follows. Let's take a look at the diverging palette PIYG. As you can see, the darker colors lie at both ends, representing low and high extremes, and the critical class data points would take on the colors towards the middle. Now let's apply one of these palettes to a dataset we are familiar with, the World Bank data from Lab 5. First, we load the dataset into our browser. Then we can take the palette purples that we have representing the light colors with the low data values and the darker colors representing high data values. Then we use the plot with fertility rate on the x-axis and life expectancy on the y-axis, with darker colors representing higher data values and lighter colors representing lower data values.
Now that we have shown you how to use RColorBrewer, you are now ready to use it in your next homework and lab assignments.